Hey, if you like aerial video and photography, then you are gonna love this. On today's WD Creator Series, we're getting a bird's eye view into the world of drones. Hey everybody, I'm Curtis Kingsley and welcome to the WD Creator Series. It used to be that when you wanted to get a moving high shot, you needed to hire a cinematographer who could operate a jib or a crane. And of course, that shot can only go as high as the length of the jib itself. Then if you wanted an aerial shot, you need a healthy budget to hire an experienced helicopter pilot with a humongous camera rig. Although these techniques are still used today, the equipment that's fast becoming the cinematographer's gear of choice is the drone! When quad drones were first introduced to the public, hobbyists went crazy. But when manufacturers started adding cameras to them, that changed everything. Now drones are sophisticated, versatile film equipment that come in all kinds of shapes and sizes for all levels of production. In fact, they're almost as popular on set as the craft services table on Taco Tuesdays. To see how these amazing machines are being used, we went and hung out with a company that specializes in aerial cinematography. Check it out.
Today what we're doing is we're second unit and we're shooting some B-roll of one of the characters of a TV show riding her bicycle just down a bike path here on the LA River. I'm a licensed pilot and I am in control of the drone and all of its everything that has to do with flying. You know, what we want to do is we want to make sure that we can tell a story, you know, that we're telling the story the right way, that, you know, the look is good, the feel is good, and that it's going to vibe with what main unit is shooting. We don't want to come back and it just doesn't flow or things don't match up. So we want to make sure that everything that we're shooting is exactly what the director is looking for. The duties of the drone are split between two people. Chris to my right here is running camera. And it actually makes things a little bit more safe. It also gives us the ability to get more of a dynamic shot. Every shoot is a little bit different in terms of how much we're recording and whether we're shooting in 1080 or 4K. You know, we use cards anywhere from 16 gig all the way up to 64 gig, and we keep a pretty good library of media just in case we tend to run short. We tend to have about 20 cards with us at any given time. Our average clips can be anywhere between 30 seconds all the way to, you know, 2 minutes or longer, just depending on what the scene actually calls for and if we're cutting in between. And in that time, we can accumulate anywhere from, say, a half a gig all the way to a gig to 2 gigs if we're shooting in true 4K. We're back here in the van. We're downloading the footage that we had to our My Passport to back everything up. You know, we want to make sure that we're backing up for redundancy. In the event something out of the ordinary happens, we want to make sure that we've got a copy. And then before we pass off our footage to DIT, we want to make sure that, you know, we've got it backed up just for safety. So maintenance is a big part of what we do. We always want to make sure that, you know, our drones are in tip-top shape. We've got to make sure that we're keeping our crew safe. We need to make sure that we're keeping the talent safe. So before every time that we go out and fly, we prep the drones the day before. We make sure that everything is good, everything looks good, sounds good, feels good. We don't ever show up with just one of anything. We want to make sure that not only do we have extra drones, but we've got extra batteries, we've got extra receivers, extra monitors. In this business, anything can happen. Things go down, so we want to make sure that no matter what, we're always able to finish the job.
Joining us in the studio today is the owner of Cinedrones, Mike Fortin. Thanks for coming in, Mike.
Glad to be here.
So I see you brought an example of a drone. Is this pretty typical of a drone you'd use on set?
Well, like you saw in the segment, this is just one of a few that we actually have. We have quadcopters, hexacopters, which is 6 blades as opposed to 4, and then we have the octocopters, which has 8 blades. And each one serves a different purpose based on the camera or the payload that we're flying.
So if you're new to the whole drone thing, which I kind of am, what type of storage would you recommend?
You know, we want to make sure that we're always backing up our footage because obviously that's what people are paying for. So when we land, we always take the footage back to our station with the aircraft. We download onto the My Passport to back everything up, and then from there we deliver that footage to DIT so they have it. But you know, in the event that there's some sort of mishap or something of that nature, we always want to make sure that we have the footage backed up.
Yeah, obviously. Are there any special skills or experiences you need to fly a drone?
You know, it depends on if you're flying as a hobbyist or you're flying commercially like we at Cinedrones do. For hobbyists, the rules are a little bit more lenient. The FAA requires that everybody registers their drone on a website, which is pretty easy, whether you're using it for commercial or for hobby purposes. But when it comes to commercial use, when we're filming zombies walking down a street or a car commercial in the middle of a desert, you know, we want to make sure that, number one, there's a lot of people there, so we want to make sure that that crew and our talent is safe. That's paramount. So we have to have designated areas to take off, designated areas to land, and only people that are, you know, the directors of photography are with us when we're flying so that we can get any direction that they might have. But we want to make sure, number one, that when we're flying the drones, whether it's for fun, which we love to have, or we're on set, we want to make sure that we're being safe.
Yeah, because obviously when you're on set, it's a whole different world, right?
Yeah, I mean, there's so many people and there's so many moving parts, cameras and talent. We want to make sure that everybody's really well informed. We always have safety meetings prior to any day that we're going to be using the drone. So again, safety is super important no matter what we're doing.
All right, well, great stuff there. We definitely all appreciate you keeping us safe. Thanks for stopping by.
You got it. Thank you.
All right, everybody, thanks for watching. If you want to know more about WD products that can help you improve your own projects, like the My Passport Ultra and the My Passport Wireless Pro, visit WD.com. You guys are leaving us great questions and comments, so please keep them coming. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more tips, tricks, and ideas to help keep you creative. Thanks again. We'll catch you next time on the WD Creator Series.